Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Handsome men do get played. Handsome men do get played. Look, I'm gonna tell you what, because you have communities of people online, men online, who thinking, oh, well, if I just get some surgery and, I become handsome, everything will be great. I'm gonna tell you the problem they have. They're on the outside looking in, and they don't see everything, because handsome men do get played. Now, I've talked before, just because a man is handsome don't mean a woman thinks he's sexy. And that's the basic thing. She could look at him and think he's handsome and be like, at least give him a nice no. But you get some men who are definitely handsome. Even other guys got to look at him and say, yeah, you handsome, no homo, right? And they still get played by women. They still get played. See, understand something. And this is a general scenario, very general, but there could be individual reasons why a particular woman will play a otherwise handsome man. And when I say play, for those who don't understand like the urban idiom, it's being played like running a game on him, hurting him, directly getting money out of him or something, doing something intentional to him, to hurt his feelings or to even reject him, right? Now, this is a general scenario. What happens with a lot of women, despite what women might think or you think, all of them know they ain't dimes or even attractive, even above average attractive. A lot of them know as they were growing up, they were the plain girl. They weren't the divas. They knew it. But usually what happened, and as I said, this is a general scenario, when they still wanted the cute boys. Because let's be real, if we're going to talk about the whole looks thing, it means the most when people are younger. It starts edging out as they get older. It still means something, but then other stuff come in. But when you get some young people in high school and stuff, middle school, high school, elementary school, oh, it's just how they look. Okay. So the women, they'll want those cute guys. They still, they'll want them. The girls that people would label like a 5, still they still want that 9 and something. And incidentally, when I say it, because people think, oh yeah, those guys date those women, usually don't, unless they just want like just quick sex or easy sex, right? And that's part of a game women play. But I ain't talking about like a game where a man might actually get some type of benefit, right? But no, I'm talking about the games they play because of the reasons one of the reasons I'm about to outline, a big reason. They get rejected. If a dude is like let's just be real. If some dude is considered cute by girls when he's young and something, who he gonna go for? He gonna go for the divas. He gonna go for the princesses. He's gonna go for the cheerleaders and stuff. He going for the pretty girls. That's just natural. So what happens to the rest? Oh, they get mad. They get mad. They get an attitude. So what happened as they get older, if they run into that guy who's handsome, who's showing some real interest in them, they like, I'm going to play him. It's not always they're going to like get with him. They get like, oh, he handsome. He a player. Oh, let me play him. Let me run some game on him. Let me use him. Let me stand him up. Let me reject him. Seriously, you get some women who are average looking, they should be happy like a seriously handsome man even like say hi to them. And they'll be like, no, I don't want to mess with him. They'll pick with them everything. Indeed, I guarantee some handsome men who've been called handsome, they can tell you they've probably been rejected more by some plain Janes or some ugly women than they have by actually attractive women. Seriously, if y'all got some instances, share it with us. Seriously, I'm dead serious. I mean, they will get played because the women are thinking about revenge. See, one of the things, and these are people outside of it, the guys who think, oh, if I'm just handsome or something. I'm like, no, you still dealing with the woman's feelings and everything. And they can be funny because you get a lot of them too. And here's another common scenario. They feel like the guy's going to play them. They feel like the guy's out of their league. They feel like they're going to get used. So what they say, I'm going to use him first. I'm going to reject him first. There's always some stuff like that. And then another scenario is when they were actually able to get with a bunch of those handsome men, and usually if they're an average or ugly woman, it's usually because they offered the sex extremely easy. But the guys didn't take them out, didn't treat them right or something. So they say, well, I'm going to get back at all of them. Understand that. See, a man being handsome don't say automatically mean, oh, he got control over shit. Now, if he's handsome and he got some game, he got some knowledge, he got some street smarts, he got some career, he got all this other stuff, oh yeah, he's on top of the pyramid. But most men, and indeed, let's just be real about something. Let's just be real. I was gonna say something else, but nah, I just have spirits moving me to get on this other tangent. It's very important. You know? It's very important. Many handsome men don't have game like that. They didn't have to develop it. Because if a man is getting a woman and their strongest thing was looks, and like I said, it happens a lot when somebody is younger, especially when they're younger. Especially if they're real handsome when they're younger, they don't need much game. You want to tell me that these guys out here, these men out here, these young guys who are sleeping with teachers got game? No, they don't. So they used to getting the attention. So when they get to that point where the attention ain't enough, they really can't, they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Indeed, I'm actually thinking about doing more videos for those type of men. They don't know what to do. They didn't have to. You know, they got the attention easy. They just didn't know how to close it or whatever. So you get some women who got some game. And, you know, one time I said that and some woman hit me on a comment, said, oh, no, women don't got game. Please. Women have had game since the time when they were a little baby, and they figured if they cried a certain way, this big man that they would eventually call daddy would come a-running. So please. The level of game women got is scary. Pimps will tell you that. Pimps and real players are there to say, nah, we just turn it on them. Trust me. They be... Even when you approach a woman, she saw you from a couple blocks away and already planned everything out in her head. And a lot of guys don't find out until later on. But getting back to what I was saying though, you know, a lot of guys don't have that game in them. A lot of handsome men don't have that game. They ain't have to use it. The women didn't make it hard for them, so they ain't open for the tricks and everything. So the woman, she might use them for whatever. The most benign thing might be for sex or to make herself feel good. But then she's like, oh, okay, got a mark right here. Oh, he's handsome, got a little bit of money. Let me stroke that ego. Part of a woman's game is stroking that man's ego. And she'll say it, or sometimes they'll fuck with his head because they say, nah, all these other women been calling him handsome. I'm gonna say, oh, you ugly. They don't do shit like that, you know, and they get played. I mean, there ain't no shame in it or anything. It's just understanding that you have to still, I don't care what you look like as a man, you still gotta have some knowledge. You still gotta have the knowledge. It ain't just you go sit there. You got some guys who are outside thinking the guys just go there and sit there and everything. It's like, no, you still gotta talk to them. And she's still running stuff. And then it's another thing, sometimes they run in a game because they insecure about it anyway. They think they're gonna play you. I've talked about that before. They think, oh, because you could be a handsome man sincerely interested in a woman, think she's attractive, above average. But like I said, some women, they don't think they look good. Indeed, let me give y'all some game about a lot of dimes that people call very attractive. If you actually talk to most of them, yeah, women have a general idea about their attractiveness, but it's very rare that as attractive. So, you know, you get some woman, she might be a 9, but you know, she ain't gonna think she a 9. She might think she a 7. So always keep that in mind, especially with women. But, you know, you approaching her and stuff and you thinking she's gorgeous and she's thinking, oh, wow, you know, this dude's a player. I actually had a woman I dealt with for a while, long time ago. And she told me too. She said me up there approaching her and stuff, she thought I was just a player. I mean, I was, but Still, still. I was like, man, so she was trying to run something at first. She was trying to run a little game at first, but I was just like, yeah, she was actually cool. We had a relationship for a while, even lived together. But, she told me straight up, hey, that's how she saw me. She was like, why is this guy talking to me? She had a fat ass. Anyway, right? Anyway, the fact of the matter is you got to still, like as a man, I don't care how handsome you are. Yes, that's a great bait. That gets their attention, but you still got to have some game to deal with. And when I say game, it's no trickery or something. It just means, let's be clear, but you still got to know what you're dealing with. You still got to know, you just can't sit there and just say, oh, this is just going to happen. It don't happen that way. Even for guys who do get approached, contrary to popular belief, some guys do get approached. Even then, you still got to know what's up. You still got to know, because you got to breed the woman. Because sometimes if a woman approaches a man, sometimes they got a little bit extra masculine energy, and they could be controlling. So you got to be peeping that. You got to be peeping that. You got to say, okay, what's her thing? What is it about her? Is this something she do all the time, or is something about me that moved her? You still got to know. All right, what's her agenda? Like, all women always have an agenda. All women, I don't care who it is, they got some agenda. It's part of your game is to figure out what their agenda is. And especially when it's some handsome men. Oh yeah, they got something. You got to think about, shoot, some women just looking for a sperm donor. Like, let me give a basic game that gets run on, especially some handsome men. Okay, they handsome, shoot. They got height, body build, handsome, good teeth, all that. Look like a good set of hair. Look like a perfect breeder. One game that gets run on some handsome men, and some of them don't know it. In fact, I think that game was run on a friend of mine. But, well, I don't know if this woman is as I'm about to describe them. But one game is run by lesbians. One game is run by lesbians. You have a lesbian couple. One's the femme, one's the butch. The femme, they might want a baby. They might want a baby. And sometimes they'll be cool and they'll talk to the guy, maybe even pay him. But sometimes what they'll do, they'll get that random guy. He's messing with them. The butch is hanging back. She ain't in the picture. Have sex with that man. And then it'd be one night stand. She might not even give him the right name. And then she just move on about their business. She ain't gonna hit him up for child support, anything. And in fact, I guarantee there's a bunch of handsome men out there got some kids they don't know about. Because that was the woman's plan anyway. That's a big one that lesbians run. Lesbian couples peep that game. Peep it. That's why I say, even if a woman's approaching you, you got to figure out the agenda. All right? But just be clear. Just because you look like a fashion model or people been calling you handsome, don't think you're above getting played. Because women be running that shit on them, especially them. All right? And like I said, sometimes you can benefit from it. Like, she just want to just have sex with you, but she might have some other stuff in mind. And then that's the benefit if you actually getting sex or something. It could be sincere agenda. She want to be your woman. Okay. But then you got some, they say, look, I want revenge for when those 5 guys back in high school didn't want to fuck with her. Oh, they be on that. So peep the game, all right? You got to still have knowledge out here. You got to have, if you don't want to use the word game, street smarts then, okay? Street smarts. Why don't we do that? Because some people get caught up in the word game, street smarts, which means you know how to deal with people out here, okay? So, anyway, that's all I got for now. I want y'all to really peep that, all right? Talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.